I'm back on alert.
The 2K Sports pregame show.
Okay, basketball fans, with me, Kenny the Jet Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, I'm Ernie Johnson. You're watching 2K Sports, but you know that already. Tonight, it'll be the Portland Trail Blazers up against the Toronto Raptors. For Toronto, they've talked about the
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Hello and welcome everyone to another exciting edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. Our broadcast team tonight, on one side, Greg Anthony. On the other side, Steve Smith. On the sideline, David Aldridge. I'm Kevin Harlan. Here in Portland, we have an interconference matchup with the Blazers looking to create some cheers for this home crowd. And let's go straight over to David Aldridge for a report before the tip-off. Hey, Dave.
Well, guys, undisputedly, Damian Lillard is the leader of this Blazers team. Now, Yusuf Nurkic said, he's the best thing that's happened to me. To have a superstar in this league as a leader, a friend, and a teammate, it makes me better. Kevin?
LDA, you can't get much higher praise than that. Thanks. Smitty, great defensive matchup here tonight. Two teams that do a great job of communicating on the floor.
And it's so important now, Kevin. You said it best, communicating. Now teams switch so much. I mean, 1 through 5, they're switching. And if you have that one weak link who doesn't speak and don't communicate and he missed that assignment, it could be a layup or a wide open three. You got to value each possession now.
Got to be able to talk out there, right, and alert your teammates what's going on.
Kevin, we have a lot of talkers, and then we have a lot of guys that don't say much.
Here we go.
And Portland starts out with the ball. Here are the 5 for the Raptors. Kyle Lowry and Danny Green are the guard tandem. Leonard and Ibaka are the forward pairing. And it's Valanciunas in at the center position. Nurkic can't hit. And it's the Raptors ball. Here's Lowry. And it's Portland with the rebound.
In over his head on the layup attempt there. Too much defensive pressure.
Leonard with the steal. Lowry passes to Leonard. Back to Lowry. Pass to Valanciunas. At the elbow, it's Ibaka. Over Aminu. Ibaka, no luck.
When you defend a good mid-range shooter, this is how you contest without fouling. Last season, Toronto had a very mixed season, to say the least. Franchise record 59 wins and the top seed in the East. It all came crashing down as they were swept out of the playoffs by the Cleveland Cavaliers.
So the Portland Trail Blazers able to put the first points up on the board. The pass to Leonard. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist.
Love the aggressiveness. Kawhi very active, very focused on the job at hand.
And Lillard kicks to Nurkic. First quarter, about a minute and a half in. Just 5 on the clock. Nobody near Lillard. And again, it's the Trailblazers from deep.
And when Lillard's hitting the tray ball, it really opens things up for him. As good a passer as he is, he becomes a major headache for the D if he gets hot from beyond.
And the basket by Lowry.
And that's from beyond, guys, right back at you.
This is looking more like an all-star game right now. Everyone launching from range.
Now here's Lillard. 6 points for him. Aminu, no one around him. Not enough on that one as it misses.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
Leonard kicks to Lowry. Valanciunas with a screen on Lillard. And the call will be against Yusuf Nurkic. That's his first foul. Well, Smitty, when it comes to Danny Green, this guy's got a lot of courage. We know that. The man lives with 2 enormous boa constrictors.
Jade and Lightning, those are their names. He's had Jade since his days at North Carolina. Said that given his busy schedule, snakes were just a lot easier to take care of than other pets.
And And Danny Green, a terrific shooter who also, Greg, happens to give you great production on defense.
Yeah, and I'd have to say Green's probably alone in history with his shooting and defense. Only player to ever have 6 or more seasons with at least 50 blocks and 73s. You know, it might be arbitrary checkpoints, but nevertheless, it illustrates just what Green brings to the table, a consistent 3 and D player.
And out of bounds as the Trailblazers gain possession. Powell, he's checked in for Danny Green. Portland's gone 2 of 2 from three-point range here in the first quarter. Curry dishes to Stauskas. There's a screen by Collins. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot.
How about the screen that frees him up, though, for the jumper?
Now here's Powell. Right wing. From the arc. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. Trailblazers lead by 2. From Portland, we're back in a moment. Now a veteran in the NBA, Serge Ibaka, talked about his role on this team.
I like to do all those little things, running up and down, blocking shot, straight to the floor, making open shot, you know, rolling the basket, screen, you know, those dirty work. I like to do that.
And Ibaka, Greg, a great complimentary player.
And you like his combination of size and skill, able to impact the game at both ends on a high level.
Well, up to this point, a closely contested game as we start the second quarter. And looking at what we've seen so far from the Trailblazers guys, what do you think?
And boy, I tell you, it didn't take them long to find their rhythm. Strong offense through 1.
Yeah, their scoring's been on point. They've got the early lead. Always feels good when that happens.
They've got Stauskas. Collins is out there with Myers-Leonard. And there's Seth Curry. And it's Harkless in at the 3 spot. They're the group the Portland Trailblazers will start the second quarter with. They grab their own miss. And that one's good. Leonard's got his first basket.
Fantastic positioning on that offensive board. Then right back up.
Anunoby kicks to Powell. Pass to Siakam. Now here's Powell. He's covered closely. There's the pick. Teardrop shot. And the rejection by Collins. Passes it to Harkless. Here's Powell. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Powell's got his second bucket of the game to go.
And on the defensive side, just a failure to match up.
Well, the one thing you want to take away is anything at the rim. Just too easy.
Now here's Leonard. Curry wide open. No good on the 3.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
And last season, a very strong rookie campaign, Greg, for OG Anunoby.
You know, the team quickly learned that they could rely on him offensively. And it's rare to have a team trust someone taken 23rd overall that quickly. Surprised a lot of people with how efficient he was on offense right out of the gate. And I think you're going to see him continue to grow in that regard.
So timeout called here, the first for Portland. So Portland ends up going with the new group. And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. He gets a chance now to catch up with the fourth member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, guys, Kyle Lowry is a player who has worked his way to stardom. He says, I still feel like I can be better. I'm never satisfied. My team is good, but I think the best I can be is a champion. There is no other goal in basketball. Guys.
D.A., that's how you truly create a legacy.
Excellent play call there. The defense was not prepared for the pick, and as a result, they gave up the wide open look.
Pass to Leonard. Baca against Lillard. Good work there as it goes.
And the lead should be safe if they can keep shooting the basketball like this.
McCollum up top, guarded by Wright. Lets it go with the three. And the basket by McCollum. McCollum's got 6 points.
This is what it means to be a catalyst. His offense helps set the tone for a lot of what they do.
Here's Lowry. Here's Leonard. That's in, coming off an assist from Lowry.
Aggressive D there, but then again, Kawhi finishes through contact almost as well as anyone.
And so it's a close game as we wrap up the first half of basketball. Toronto ahead, up by 1. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Hey, Kevin, thank you. Kawhi, a big first half for you all offensively, but big first half for them, too. Any concern there?
They're still scoring pretty good, so we got to play better defense second half because we don't know if we're going to keep making the shots that we're making right now.
We'll see who can get some stops, Kawhi. Thank you. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after this break.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings, friends and neighbors. One half down, another half to go. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. The first quarter for the Raptors was fairly even. Some good moments from both teams, but as the first period wrapped up, they trailed by 2. If you look at the second quarter scoring, they had a small edge. They really hung tough as we got close to halftime. And taking a look at the Raptors, Kenny, what did you see out there?
I was surprised at how comfortable they seemed here on the road. The hostile crowd, that didn't bother them at all. And I want to see if they can keep that up in the second half.
Looking at Portland, Shaq, your thoughts?
The three-point shot has really helped them out. I don't always like to see teams rely on the three, but when it's dropping like that, I say roll with it. They keep setting good screens, running these pick and rolls, they'll be tough to beat.
And that does it for our halftime show. We now take you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third period.
Here we go now, the start of the third quarter, welcoming you back in a closely contested first half so far. One guy who's getting it done is Lillard.
And you know he's going to come out aggressive, and you do what you can to slow him down, and thus far, it hadn't worked because he's been amazing.
You know, his contribution, sometimes you overlook him, but the man deserves credit. He provides this team with everything.
And now the start of the second half. Neither side jumping out ahead through the first 2 quarters. Raptors with the lead. And on the floor for Nick Nurse as we get into the second half. Inside pairing is Ibaka and Valanciunas. Kyle Lowry and Danny Green are the guard tandem. And it's Leonard in at the 3. Now here's Leonard. And that one drops for him. Leonard's got the lead up to 3 now for the Raptors. Steve, in the NBA right now, who do you think is the best isolation player in the game?
I think there's 2 guys come to mind. James Harden is a guy that you look at is very comfortable in the isolation game, and also Kyrie Irving. There's so many guys that are great one-on-one players. When you start talking about just giving them the basketball and all eyes on them, those are the 2 guys that stand out, James Harden and Kyrie Irving.
Outside, Green, screened by Ibaka. And it's Green, missing.
Yeah, you love the solid screen, but what you hate is just the inability to finish.
You can see he's frustrated with that one. Knows it's up to him to make that play.
Now here's McCollum. 6 points for him. And here's Aminu. 6 on the shot clock. Nurkic, the pass to McCollum. Some solid defense from Ibaka. Toronto shooting fantastically in this game, 62% from the floor. And Leonard has it in the corner. Raptors get it back. A shot by Lowry. Wide open. A three-pointer is right on target. Lowry's got 6.
Look at the big man Valanciunas showing off the playmaking skills.
Well, Smitty, we saw with Jonas Valanciunas, the Lithuanian big man, shooting more threes last season.
Valanciunas saw all the other centers in this league add a three-pointer and wanted in on the action as well. Only took about 1 a game, but he shot over 40%.
12 straight points off of three-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
Toronto's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Ibaka with a screen on Lillard. Lowry against Aminu. Here's Leonard, and there are the Raptors with another bucket.
You know, there's a rhythm to Leonard's game, but also an awareness. Just takes what the defense allows.
And Lillard kicks to McCollum. 30 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Nurkic can't hit.
That's one of his shots in his arsenal, but it was terrific rim protection.
Lets it go from deep. Here's Valanciunas. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. It's going to be on Yusuf Nurkic.
For a player his size, Valanciunas has always been a good free throw shooter. We won't see a hack of Val anytime soon.
Shooting 2.
The free throw drops for Valanciunas, and Toronto making a change here. Valanciunas hits them both.
Well, he's come through for them at the line today, and you love having a big fella who's so capable on his free throws.
McCollum outside. There's a screen by Collins. Here's Curry with the 3. Off the mark. And we've reached the end of the third. Raptors lead by 4. From Portland, we're back in a moment. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
This is why you preach teamwork. Some of the most spectacular plays are the ones where guys are feeding off one another.
We've got a great game on our hands as we welcome you back. The fourth quarter of action getting started. Trailblazers trail by 4. Our fourth quarter action underway, presented by Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups. On the floor for Portland, Harkless is out there with Collins. Then it's Curry. Then there's C.J. McCollum. And it's Layman in at the 3 spot. Now here's Miles. Stolen by McCollum. Here's Layman. McCollum outside. Layman gets the bucket. Layman's got the first field goal of the fourth quarter here for Portland.
On the attack, he has that ability, trying to close this one out.
Yeah, and the rim protection, not there. You expect someone to at least come over and contest.
Here's Anunoby inside. And oh, here we go. McCollum's got it. The fast break chance. The dish to Harkless. Collins, a screen on Leonard. Harkless, the pass to Curry. There's a screen by Collins. Clock at 4. To take the lead. Kept alive. It's good. This game is all even.
Oh, easy putback. No one got a body on him.
And there's one thing you're trying to minimize. It's second chance opportunities. Poor defensive rebounding for them.
Toronto calls timeout. The score is tied at 26. 1:41 left to play in the final quarter. Entirely new group here for Portland. Norkic checked in for Zach Collins. Aminu comes in for Maurice Harkless. Turner's checked in for Jake Layman. And Damian Lillard subbed in for Seth Curry. A new group in now for the Raptors. Jonas Valanciunas, he's checked in for Siakam. Baca comes in for C.J. Miles. Danny Green, he's checked in for OG Anunoby. And Kyle Lowry subbed in for Wright. Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Hi, guys. During that last break, I heard what the Raptors coach told to his team. This game is obviously close, could go either way, and he wanted to make sure that his guys were all on the same page and were all staying with the game plan in order to close this one out. Kevin?
And here are the Trailblazers now. After Toronto picking up the basket just moments ago. And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
And that's a tough one, but on those illegal screen calls, the defender's never going to get the benefit of the doubt.
Some guys, they just know how to get away with it, and some don't.
Now here's Leonard. Took him no time at all on that one. Now it's a 6-point Raptor lead.
You know, he attracts a lot of defensive attention, and that enables Lowry to create open looks for his teammates.
Shoots from the baseline, and that one goes long. Toronto's gone 3 of 7 tonight from three-point territory. Green kicks to Valanciunas. Here's Leonard. That falls. Nice feed that time from Kyle Lowry. And the Raptors lead by 8.
And we see it all the time, guys. You get the big lead, maybe check out mentally, but not tonight.
They have this game in hand, but they're still pouring it on.
Now a timeout called by Portland. They're behind by 8. 40 seconds left to play in the final quarter. We've got a moment for our Jordan player of the game, Kawhi Leonard.
And in terms of his shooting, this has been one of the more accurate performances you'll ever see. I mean, he's been in constant motion, creating a lot of good looks for himself. But still, even when you're wide open, you expect to miss some of the time. That has not been the case here tonight. This guy has made everything.
He's really seemed to feed off the hostile environment he's been faced with tonight. Nurkic, a screen on Lowry. Here's Lillard, and the rejection by Valanciunas.
Valanciunas, he's got that long wingspan. You saw it right there on that play.
29 seconds left to play here in the fourth. And now they decide to foul intentionally. We've got 28 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one, and an intentional foul right there.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
So the first one drops, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
What I love about Kyle Lowry, he had trouble getting along with coaches early in his career, but made the change and has thrived ever since.
Second one is good, hitting both at the line, and it's an 8-point game. Now a timeout called by Portland. They trail by 8. 27 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. It's stolen by Ibaka. Now the Raptors moving it up. Lowry passes to Ibaka. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
Serge Ibaka has gone through a lot of roles since he's entered the league. Now pretty much a shot blocking stretch 4.
Shooting 2.
Gets the first, and that will put them up by 9.
One of the best free throw shooting bigs in the league, but that wasn't always the case for Ibaka. He has put in a ton of work.
And the second free throw, no good. A tough break there.
And that should be enough to get the job done, even though he didn't get all of it.
Bangs home the trifecta.
Serve and the defense there. He makes a terrific read.
And that's an intentional foul.
That's his first personal foul. At the line for the Raptors, Daniel Green. At the line for 2.
2 shots.
And no good as the first free throw missing for him. We'll see if he can nail the second.
And though he's a physical, tough-minded individual, Danny Green's averaged less than 1 free throw attempt per game over his career. That's surprising.
And he ends up making the second, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
And one thing you can say about Green, I don't know of too many players who are as dependent on their three-point shot as he is. He needs that shot to be falling for him to make an impact.
And so it's Toronto winning this one. A truly gutsy performance away from home.
You know, it really was. And Kevin, when this one was hanging in the balance late, they showed just what a tough-minded group they can be.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks, Kevin. Jonas, you have a lot on you in terms of controlling the paint. How do you think you're doing?
I feel good. You know, there is a better game, there is a worse game, but, you know, I'm bringing energy every game. I'm fighting, and my job is take rebounds, set of screens. I'm doing a good job.
It's grunt work, but you're good at it. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Steve Smith, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for being with us. So long, everyone.